So today's live is 5 steps for getting out of your comfort zone. So I'd be interested actually whether any of you recently have stepped out of your comfort zone. You might have pivoted, you might have changed something within your business, and you might have done something that's not the norm for you. For those of you that are new to the group, I'm Tanya from Tanya Cox Coaching, and I help women in business attract more clients and generate more income. So I'm just going to bring up my notes. And oops. So 5 steps for getting out your comfort zone. We've all heard of the comfort zone, and most of us recognise when we're moving outside of it, don't we? Because we get that icky feeling inside. But for business owners, if things aren't changing, you're not growing. None of us want to stay there. And if just the thought of doing something triggers a fear of some sort, it's usually a fear behind the reason. So your brain is simply trying to keep you safe. When we stay in our comfort zones, we feel really safe and we feel like we're in control. And comfort zones can expand, but as long as we constantly push those boundaries. There's a quote by an unknown author, and it says, "A comfort zone is a beautiful place, but nothing grows there." And this is very, very true. So why step out of your comfort zone? Well, there's many benefits to it. You will become more confident, you can achieve your goals. It creates momentum for you. So when we step outside of our comfort zone, we're challenging ourselves, and you can achieve great success by doing so. So I'm going to give you 5 steps for getting out of your comfort zone, how to do it, because this is the part that we often struggle with. So step 1 is becoming aware of it. So make a list of the barriers, the challenges and the fears that are coming up for you, and really dig into that. Because once you've identified those barriers, you can start to address what the fears are. And often, once we address it, we realise that actually the fear isn't needed anyway. Step 2 is have a plan. So plan what you want to achieve. Within your plan, you can have milestones, and look at the fears that came up and ask this question: what is the worst that can happen? Okay. Break it down into steps and the things that you do and the actions that you're going to take. What will become possible for you? This is a really good question to ask. The next step is start small. So start with the smallest thing that you can do. Often we look at the thing as a whole and we become scared and we have this fear around it, and sometimes it can be the size of the thing that makes us scared. So it's a step in the right direction if you start with a small thing. In Susan Jeffers' Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway, she suggests expanding your comfort zone bit by bit. And she shows a model where your comfort zone is at the centre and it's a square going out. So the comfort zone's there, so there's a layer that comes just out of that, and a layer out of that, and then a layer out of that. So if the thing outside your comfort zone, for example, was going live, then rather than just going, right, I'm going to start doing lives, your brain's then going to start giving you all the reasons why you're not. What you could do is do one small thing. So, for example, you could just practice with your phone and doing a video that isn't live. That could be the first step. The next small thing you could do maybe is create a private group, or go live on your page or your personal profile, but set it, because you can set in the settings, set it so only you see it. So that way you've got the whole experience of going live, but without actually doing it straight off. So do you see how breaking it down and just doing that small thing can really help you towards that goal? So don't always think you've got to do the whole thing. Step 4 is holding yourself accountable. So make a declaration of what you're going to do. Now, I don't mean you need to announce it to the whole world. It could be an accountability buddy. It could be a friend. It could be just a small group maybe. But make yourself accountable. It could be a family member. But by making yourself accountable and making this declaration of the thing that you're going to do, then that can help drive stepping out of your comfort zone. And the last step I've got is making a habit of doing something new every day. So I'll give you an example. So I'm in Sharon's group, and I saw the other day, it reminded me, she had a Zentangle book, and actually I've been on about this for about a year now. So it was something I wanted to learn, and it triggered a thought, and I was like, why haven't I done that yet? So I went ahead and I've ordered the book and ordered the stuff, and I'm waiting on a couple of bits, and then I'm gonna start giving that a go. But try something else. Try changing your routine, because that can really help you with stepping out your comfort zone. Sometimes we get really caught up in our own routines. And what this does by changing your routine, it makes the unfamiliar more familiar. So if you're exercising this, stepping out your comfort zone in small ways, then when you come to do it for the big stuff, it will make it easier. So if you always have the same thing for lunch, change it up. If you always walk the same route, then go a different route. And if you don't usually speak to strangers, then maybe speak to strangers. Try it. The more you do these things, the more you're going to grow and be able to step out of your comfort zone. So I'm just going to go through those steps again briefly. So it's becoming aware, having a plan, starting small, holding yourself accountable, and making a habit of trying something new every day. So let me know in the comments, which one of these are you going to try?